Hey guys, what's up? It's Cat Mustachios here, doing a little video to show you how I personally edit my videos. It's not necessarily the right way to do it, probably doing lots of things wrong, but I'm going to show you how I do it. I use Final Cut Pro 10 right now. Sometimes I use Premiere, just depends. Right now I'm really used to Final Cut, so kind of stuck using that, but I'm trying to transition. But anyway, so I got all my files in here. I'm going to be doing a Dead Space video just because it's got face cam, so it's a little bit of other things going on. And I also recommend using headphones because it helps a lot, and also listen to it with speakers. Try to maximize the amount of ways you listen to it because people will be listening different ways on headphones, through speakers, or whatnot. So anyway, let's get started here. First, I'm going to throw in my intro. It really helps to have an intro. It's sort of, I don't know, it just sort of gives a little more professionalism to it, I guess. So, dragging in all my clips, and then what I do to sync them is when I record it, I do a little like 1 2 3 1 2 3 thing for the gameplay and audio. So let me see where I can find it. Aha, there it is. So like here.
1 2 3 1 2 3.
Pretty sick in this video actually, and it's out of sync there, but I haven't done that yet. And oh shoot, I just realized I did not do a clap sync here. That's all right. But then and then over here, if I could just move this over, there you go. You can see.
Here we go.
Here we go. That I also do it in the game, like I move through a menu. Particularly one where there's no background noise, so like on the Xbox 360 I just open up the guide. But then sync that, I just look at the waveforms. It's a little easier if I zoom in and drag it along, and that looks pretty damn well synced to me. I guess while I'm at it, I'll do this one, because thank God it does that.
1 2 3 1 2 3.
I think that's about as close as I'll be able to get it. Maybe there.
1 2 3 1 2 3.
There, perfectly synced. Beautiful. So now it's all done, and while I'm at it, I also just crop up the face cam a little bit, get rid of the stuff that's not needed. Mostly my whole face isn't needed, but people like seeing other people get scared shitless, so that works. And I tend to get scared a lot. Alright, so that looks good. Right? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Just, I need to move it up a little bit. It's not quite.
This. Apparently, we need to go right at the.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then what I'll do is I'll just detach the audio here and get rid of that. And then I find a good spot where I'm happy with a reasonable amount of distance for a transition from my intro to the video. That looks pretty good. Get rid of that. There we go. And then that's how I get it started, and now the rest is just me looking for stuff and going through the whole video. It's kind of tedious, seeing what needs to be cut out, if it's boring, or if there's like a pop, like over here. Once you start doing it long enough, you can see see these are clearly like little pops or something, probably for me just doing what I just did there, or like sniffle my nose, which I probably did a lot here because it sounds like I'm sick at this point. So, and then I don't know if it's just Final Cut, but for some reason, like sometimes when there's dead spots in my commentary, there's like these little things here. It doesn't make any noise, like here it looks like there's a waveform, but it's not. I just like to cut it out anyway, just because it bothers me having long periods of no speaking like that. But yeah, now I'm just gonna go through it and edit it, and I'll just fast forward through here, and then I'll show other parts, like when I cut a section out. A quick little thing I just noticed while I was going through, sometimes when there's points where I'm not speaking and like there's dialogue or something in the game, I'll just hold on. It actually also reminds me, completely forgot. For these to change it sometimes, like sometimes I change the settings on my audio and stuff, so this does not apply anymore. But for these ones, these older files, I know I'm boosting all my commentary audio up 2 dB, just because for that's what I found to be suitable with the mix of this game and my commentary. And okay, that's good. And then gameplay for this game changes all the time, like I said, from game to game. Bring it down to -5. And then, like I was saying earlier, when I'm not speaking and there's dialogue in the game, I will just boost this back up to 0 so that it cuts in the mix a little bit better so you can hear it.
Shout. Oh, audio log.
Personal log, Dr. Earl.
Okay, yeah, let's see. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a jump there. I could make it a little smoother. I guess I may as well do that now just to show how you can do it. So what you do is you would add a keyframe and bring that back down to -5. Come on, no. It's being very finicky right now. And then you would, that looks like it should be good. Bring it back to 0 and it should make a keyframe automatically for you. Most video editors will do that, or at least I think all of them should. I'm not sure. At least the ones I've used, they do that. Automatically puts it in for you once you already have one in, and that should be good.
Dr. Earl.
Yeah, that sounds a little bit better. It's not as sudden.
Okay, yeah, those giant things are called necks.
And yeah, that's one other thing I do in my videos a lot. Okay, another thing I sometimes do in my videos is I just mentioned something that I wasn't sure about, so sometimes I will find a picture and put up a name or words for like a name if I don't remember a character's name. And it was, still don't know his name. It was Ant-Man's arch enemy or something like that. What's his name? Lang. That's not it. What? What's his name? Yellow Jacket, that's it. Okay, hold on. Yellow Jacket PNG. Nope. There we go. That should be fine. There, that's better. Try and get as big of an image as you can. I just save it to downloads, so I can delete it easier. Alright, so that's good. Don't need Chrome anymore. Back to full screen. Come on, full screen, there you go. Alright, and then I gotta go downloads. Where's downloads? There it is. There, got it. And then what I do is I'll just overlay it whenever I put it up. So
Not sure what his name is. This thing's cool though. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm not sure what his name is.
Alright, yeah, and then here it looks like it's a good spot.
Cool.
Put it up. So I'll do that, and then I'll add a text. Usually I'll just do a custom text. That's pretty much the one I always use. Actually, it is the one I always use. Unless I'm making like my trailer or something, then I'll put an animation or animated one like a 3D or something. But usually I'll just use the custom one and change it the way I want. For some reason, I tend to gravitate to the, what was that one? Humana Serif. That's the one I usually gravitate to for like my editing notes, like when I'm correcting myself or something. I don't know why. I just like that font, and I just feel it's a good one. So his Yellow Jacket was his name. I'll bring that out, and then I'll put an outline so it's easier to see. Outlines are always good, especially for thumbnails and stuff too, which I'll probably go over later. Even though I already made the thumbnail for this video, so I'll just edit it. And then I'll shrink this down a bit. Don't need them to be too big. There, that's good. And then to text, move it down about there. Should be good. Let's see. How's this look for duration?
I'm not sure what his name is. This thing's cool though.
Alright, that's good. And then for these kind of things, I never know whether or not I want to fade it in or just have it pop in like
His
that.
name is. This thing's cool.
Because it's not in there for very long, but you know, I'm going to make it fade in. So then, same thing with the audio change. You just use keyframes, so you'd bring down the opacity to 0. Whoops, don't want that. I need to go to video. Come on, there you go. And then just keyframe it and move your header to where you want it to come back. So for your setting change, and it will add the keyframe again. And you do the same thing here, just the opposite. You keyframe it to where you want it to start to fade out, and then you bring the opacity down to 0, and it will do the keyframe for you automatically. And then there you go.
This thing's cool though.
A little bit better.
This thing's.
I don't think it stays there for long enough, so hold on. Okay, that's back to no keyframes. Let's bring it up a little bit more. Let's see, how's that?
This thing's cool.
Yeah, there. I like to leave it up for a little bit just so people have enough time to look at it and read whatever text is there, depending on how much text. That's not too much text, so it's you can read it easily, but just leave it up there for a little bit for
This thing's cool though.
audience to look at it. If they want, they could pause it. But
This thing's cool though.
That's a good
Looks
amount of
awesome.
time. Now, back to editing. If I find anything else I do, I will return with that. When I find something that I find is probably a funny moment or something that sort of sticks out in the video, I will take a small clip of it and put it at the beginning as sort of like a little teaser for the video. Sort of draws the audience in a little more. It tends to increase the amount that the audience stays for if there's something there. But so I think I found something here. A lot of times I'll find something and then find something later on in the video and replace it. So usually I'll just do that, and then if I find something that's better, then I'll replace it with it. But this seems to be good.
Oh!
So let me just find where I want to cut it.
Oh! Get wrecked, bitch. Oh! Oh! Get wrecked. Bitch.
Alright, there. Just in case I'm not gonna keep the bitch part in there. That'll be for the PG-13 audience members. Copy that. And then I just paste it in front. So it looks like this.
Oh! Get wrecked.
And then it goes to the intro, and then the beginning of the video. And great, Final Cut crashed. Yay! Technical difficulties. Great. I've caught it in the video. Alright, hopefully it saved it. Just ignore it. I don't care right now. I just want to get to work. Alright, let's see. And it did. Good. Another thing I love about Final Cut is it auto saves pretty much all the time. Premiere, if that just happened to me in Premiere and I didn't save, I would be screwed. But honestly, Final Cut has actually got me in the habit of not saving, so whenever I do use Premiere, I never save. So that's something I need to get in the habit of doing manually. Because something could go wrong and it could possibly just not save my my work for me automatically. Okay, just making sure everything's okay. One of the greats of editing videos of yourself, you tend to hate yourself a lot when you do something stupid. Like here, I'm just lost, and I'm not realizing it, but I'm realizing it right now. So
2, 3. Oh, 4. I got it.
there, now I get it. Good job, me.
Oh, 4. I got it.
So I'll just
1,
cut
2,
out
3.
the. So I'll just cut out the boringness of me not figuring it out, being an idiot. And then this is usually where I put a transition, but I'm doing that later because I got the face cam going, so I have a different way of doing it when there's a third track. When it's just an audio and gameplay, I can just do that normally, but when there's something else that can go out of sync, I will do a different thing, making a sequence clip, which I will show once I'm all done editing. So now, back to some more quick editing. I'm about halfway through, so it shouldn't take too long now. Almost done.
Oh, 4. I got it. Okay.
Another quick little thing I do sometimes when my videos, when there's a cutscene or something sort of like it, if I have a face cam, I will cut it out of it, and then I just cut the part out and do the little keyframes for opacity. So
Probe gun.
there you go, it fades out, and then there's a little cutscene here with no face cam, so it's not in the way. And then,
Alright.
for some reason there, it didn't do a keyframe. Usually it should do a keyframe when I bring it to opacity from nothing like that. It's weird. Alright, there you go. It's back. But yeah, that's just one more little thing. I'm just cutting in and out as I'm fast forwarding. But I think I'm pretty much done. I haven't really found any issues with the commentary itself, other than it's me and it sucks. But yeah, so I think that's pretty good. Just gonna do one last check at the outro here.
Wow. Alright, well on that note, I'm gonna have to end the video here. Kind of a weird one. But I'll be back with more Dead Space 3, and as always, Cat Mustachio. I'll see you guys later.
God, I hate listening to myself talk. Alright, that's good for cutting it. So that'll be it's there. Now just do some keyframes for the opacity, and then the volume for that, as well as opacity. And then bring down 0 audio, bring it down to infinity, and then bring that down. And oh wait, hold on. No, I don't want to do that actually. There we go. I forgot what I am doing with the sequence clips. So what I do when I have a face cam is, because I usually had problems with videos going out of sync, and I worked out that it was because when I'm doing cuts here and I add a transition, it does it differently on the top video clip than it does here. When it's doing a transition between the gameplay, it adds it in between, but for some reason with the top one on my face cam, which is usually what it is, it will just add it to 1, so it will push it and it'll become out of sync from the rest of the clips. So what I did as a workaround is hold on, I need to figure out what. There you go. I will grab all these and okay, never mind. I have to do it that way then. Now I'll turn it into a new compound clip. Sorry, sequences for Premiere. Mobby. Alright, there. Now I got a new clip there. So it's all mashed into one clip now. And then I will do the same with this one. Just make sure that is.
I hope we're not gonna, make a marker or something.
Okay, yeah, it is. And then this one is same thing. It's another cut. Yes, it is. Alright, got another cut there. So turn these into another compound clip.
Yeah.
New compound clip. Yes, I don't care. I don't really name them. Doesn't matter. And then go back to. I usually just do a cross dissolve. Bring it there, and it creates a transition even though there's no time. So that is the one thing I noticed.
Okay, I think, yeah.
So it's a little different than what I'm used to with the other stuff where it adds it in. But I'm okay with that, honestly. It's not that big of a deal. And then I think it's good. Now I just need to bring all of this in to another compound clip. And oops, forgot that stuff is up there, so it's higher up. And all of this is one more clip. So it's my third one. And add a transition for this. And yeah, create it. Let's see how it worked.
Oh, 4. I got it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a little different. It's not as smooth as a transition as it would be if I didn't have it. Turn on this. Yeah, I don't want that anymore. It's getting annoying. And then why I did it after was because I also noticed that when I'm fading out, because they're two separate clips, the face cam and the gameplay, you can see them fading out separately even though they're keyframed around the same time. So what I did is I will do it after I did my compound clip now, so it'll look a little better. So turn on the opacity and the audio, so now they're exactly the same.
Kind of a weird one. But I'll be back with more Dead Space 3, and as always, Cat Mustachio. I'll see you guys later.
Oops, and I just realized did that too soon, so hold on. Didn't realize I made that so short. That's weird.
I'll see you guys later.
Okay. Yeah, usually I give it a little bit longer time, but that's okay. Doesn't need to be that long anyway. It's just a quick little dissolve so that it's smoother when it goes to the outro.
Later.
There. And now, so everything looks good. Everything's all edited, transitioned and everything. Got my intro and the little preview clip going there. So, last thing I will do is now I put my little outro in, my little end slate, and then I will generally be put a clip there of my last video, but I don't remember what it is, and it's always changing with my upload schedule. But just for the sake of showing me doing it, I'll just put this in it. So cut that, cut it out, cut that, and then same thing with my face cam. I will detach the audio on this because I don't need it. And then what I'll do is I'll just transform it so it fits in that little TV there. Don't have a set spot, so it generally changes. But that looks good. And we'll check it out. Alright, looks good. I'll just expand it a little bit. Oops. Okay, there. And now, last thing I do before I set it to render is, oh yeah, I should probably, since I'll be showing how I make my thumbnails too, even though I'm doing it differently for this series, but what I will do is I will go File, Share, Save Current Frame. So it saves a picture of wherever your header is. Similar in Premiere, it's just a different way of doing it. It's like it's a button on the side. It's not as hidden as it is in Final Cut. And then I'll just save the frame. Generally, I'll save it as a TIFF, so it's a little higher res than a JPEG, because then I'm compressing it anyway when I put it through Photoshop. But now I got all that done. Last thing to do is I'll find a place where there's something said that I can make as subtitles. So hold on a sec. Alright, well, I found something that will work. Being a little lazy right now with that. So what I'll do is I'll make sure it's clicked there, and then I send to compressor, which is the rendering portion for Final Cut or add-on. I do video sharing services, put it to my desktop so I can find it later. 1080p, don't need the rest, and I actually usually do it differently now, but this is the old way I used to do it. I just add subtitle there, do 1080p HD Let's Play. Just a little, whoops, little subtitle add on all my videos. Put my desktop, and it's gonna be 1.9 gigs, which is not bad. That's actually very little for my videos so far. Usually they're around 2 gigs, but how long is this? I don't know, I think it's like a 20-minute video, so it's not too bad actually. So then I just start the batch and let it go. So now the fun time of it rendering, where I have to do something else, because it usually takes about 10 minutes, which isn't bad actually. It used to take an hour before there was an update to allow GPU rendering for Final Cut. So the video card does all the work now and not my CPU, which makes it easier on a CPU, and the fan doesn't go crazy, and it takes a lot less time, which is great. I love it. So now I'm done with all this. I will delete it all after it's done rendering, just in case something goes wrong and I need to re-export it or render it. So now we'll be back after. Actually, I guess I'll do it while I'm rendering, because it's fine. So what I'll do is, with the screenshot I took, I'll open it in Photoshop. And once it opens up, sometimes it takes a while. And come on. And there we go. Alright, now with the picture open, I will add just some little filters to make it pop a little more. So I'll bump the saturation up. Let's do 30. Yeah, 30 looks good. And then the contrast, I'll bring that up a bit, so the lights and the darks are a little better. And oh yeah, hold on, I need to, no it wasn't, yes it was here. The lightness I find is better than, was it lightness or brightness? Yeah, no, it was lightness. The lightness in the hue and saturation I find works better than the brightness in the contrast, because brightness just, actually no, it's the brightness here, actually it looks better. Hold on. Okay, my bad. No, the lightness doesn't seem to work very well. Actually it does. Well, they both seem to work well together. But depending on the picture, sometimes one or the other seems to work a little better. Now I'll bring up the vibrance a little bit. Doesn't really do much. It's more for, that's more for like headshots, like just someone's face. But I find it works a little well for my video thumbnails as well. And that's usually all I do for my thumbnail editing with that. And since this is a Dead Space one, I will pick my Dead Space font. So I just add a little text for the number of the video, and this one's 18 if I'm not mistaken. So just let me find my Dead Space font. No, not that far. There you go. Nope. Come on, there it is. Dead Space. One's good. I'm just gonna change color to a little bit of a dark red. Okay, computer's starting to slow down a bit because I got the rendering going. The fan is starting to go, but this is important for the video. Alright, there, that's good. Now I'll just change it up a little bit. Alright, now I find a good spot for it, right here looks good. There, that's good. And then I add a stroke to it just to make it pop a little more so it's easier to see. And then that's it. That's all it takes to make a thumbnail. It's actually really easy, depending on how much work you actually want to put into it. Sometimes if you add other layers, like if you want to put a logo or something in, it'll take a little bit longer, but for these, generally I just do a quick and dirty one. And then I just name it the number of the series with just the game title. I don't really do anything fancy for that. And desktop save. Oh yeah, that's right, I already got it. There, I don't want to replace my other one because I'm using it. I'm not using this one. Maybe I will, I don't know. But yeah, there you go, and that's the thumbnail. And just close Photoshop because now I don't need it. And oh, there you go, look at that. It's more than 50% done. But that's how I edit. There's not really anything else left to do now other than upload it, which I'm not doing because I got all these other videos here. I will be uploading before it. But that's how I edit my videos in Final Cut. Sometimes I use Premiere, which maybe I will be showing how I do that in a separate video. Not sure. I don't really use it that often because I'm still really used to Final Cut. But that's how I edit my videos. Hope that helped you guys with any questions you have for making your own videos. If you have any comments, let me know in the comment section below. And I will see you guys later.